Here's the truth about the WWE is that it doesn't matter if you're the best wrestler, it doesn't matter if you're the best talker, it doesn't matter if you're the best overall performer, it doesn't matter if you make the two clowns sitting to my left on commentary look like amateur hour. There is a glass ceiling and nobody is allowed to break it. That's the simple story of this place. The more popular you are, the more money you make. The more you people cheer for any given superstar, the more opportunities you're afforded. Why do you think a guy like John Cena, who has admittedly had the worst year of his career, gets title shot after title shot after title shot after title shot? Or why a lethal grappler, why a serious submission specialist like Daniel Bryan puts a smile on his face and saddles himself, belittles himself with catchphrases? Or why a 400-pound monster, Brodus Clay, soils his hands by touching your filthy, ugly little children to get in the ring so he can shuck and jive for you? Or why an invisible child, little Jimmy, is better positioned on the flagship show Monday Night Raw than a workhorse like Tyson Kidd?
Only these two unstoppable forces can take pro wrestling and a bottle of gin and create a damn good podcast. You're listening to the OJP Wrestling Show.
This contest is scheduled for one fall, and it is for the Podcast Championship of the World. First, coming down the aisle, from Somers Point, New Jersey, weighing 210 pounds, this man has a left hook that would make Mike Tyson go to sleep. The master of the Big Trouble Guillotine, Jesse the Killer Connor. And his partner, this man has wined and dined with kings and queens, and slept in alleys and dined on pork and beans. From Santa Clara, California, the master of the Tropicana Squeeze and the host of the OJP Wrestling Show, The Juice, OJ Simmons.
You've got the juice now, baby. That's right. Welcome to another episode of the OJP Wrestling Show. I'm your host, The Juice, OJ Simmons, baby. Now, unfortunately, the Killa's on vacation. He's a little on a hiatus, and that's alright, because we're going to go in it and out of it tonight real quick on Battleground Recap. So first, we want to get into our first match of the evening, and I have to say, it was a 5-star match of the evening, baby. This was a good one. We had the Usos teaming up against the Wyatt family for the WWE Tag Team titles in a 2 out of 3 falls match. This match was a Donnybrook from bell to bell. I mean, honestly, the Usos, as much as I don't like them that much, just more so the gimmick-wise, the guys can go. They can fucking do their thing in the ring at all times, and I enjoy that out of them. The Wyatts, once again, Luke Harper, the Crip, he is phenomenal. He is always on point, always doing planches and cross bodies and sweet chin musics, and also stays in character all at the same time. With this incredible organic gimmick that the Wyatt family present. And even without Bray Wyatt, he shows that he can hold his own, and that's what I appreciate about this character. I mean, Eric Rowan just follows suit, but you can tell that Luke Harper just runs the show when it comes to this. The first fall went over to the Wyatts, and it was fair. It was a pretty fair victory, but the second fall with the Usos with the simple roll-up was kind of weak, and we all saw that. Just something that I wasn't expecting to happen for the second fall, but they did what they could do, and they kept it moving. And then the third and final fall almost got fouled up by the Usos with the double Uso splash from the top rope by both brothers, landing onto Luke Harper. But they did it, though. Either way, it was still an impressive victory for the Uso family, and they still are tag team champions. But hopefully they figure something out to do with these two tag teams as far as changing the belts back and forth. I think that the Wyatts definitely deserve a run at some point to chase after. Hopefully it'll come at SummerSlam. I personally would like to see it myself. And then in our next match of the evening, baby, another impressive one. The Divas Championship was on the line.
Oh, there they are, puppies!
The wonderful Mrs. CM Punk AJ Lee going up against Paige. And AJ Lee pulled it out once again with another victory. It looks like AJ and Paige have some great chemistry together. I gotta admit, it's been going good. I like the whole I like you, but I really want to just beat the fuck out of you kind of role that they're both playing with each other, and that they have that quote-unquote respect. We can clearly see that something's going to boil over, and they're going to break apart. It's just things to come. You know what's going to happen. But overall, I mean, this match was a 3-star match. I enjoyed the athleticism. They need a little bit more time together. You can tell that they don't have that much chemistry right now, but as the feud continues and builds, we'll see a lot more better out of these two. So I am looking forward to it. Finally, the Divas Championship is getting some more prominence back delivered to that division, and I am looking forward to it. We just need a few more Divas to hold it down and actually be even more impressive. And then in our next match of the evening, we had Rusev versus Jack Swag. Once again, the recreation of the Rocky IV gimmick, which is actually, it's kind of working, but, it's kind of cheesy that WWE is to go this route. But I appreciate that Swagger is finally getting some opportunity out there after what happened last year with this whole marijuana scandal, getting caught on the road. So it's good to see him in a more of a dominant role in the mid-card range, working with Rusev. This match was actually one of the better matches of the evening as well. I gave this one 4 stars. Great work by both. It seems like they got something here, but unfortunately, things got a little crushed at the very top of the of this particular match when it came to Lana talking about the whole Malaysian airplane incident. Excuse me. And it just seems like it wasn't intended to piss people off, but at the same time it was. And they know what they were doing. It seems like WWE wanted to just get some attention going and just go tongue-in-cheek with that whole situation. And it worked. So, it got some heat. It was a little bit of cheap heat, but either way, it got over with the fans. And it made them cheer the hell out of Swagger. This ended where Rusev just won by count-out. And it just helps Rusev and helps Swagger save a little bit of face so he can continue with this feud. I enjoyed the match by both, and Rusev got some more heat by just beating the hell out of Swagger, knocked out when he got hit to the ring post. So good job by both guys. Delivered a hell of a story and a hell of a match, and I'm looking forward to their feud continuing at SummerSlam. And then one of my more disappointing matches of the evening, and I don't think it's more so by the performers. I just think so by the booking. Chris Jericho went one-on-one with Bray Wyatt, and we was following the buzzards once again, baby. The poster child of this pay-per-view, Bray Wyatt, doing his thing. There's a few hiccups here and there in the match. It started off kind of slow and it picked up, but it just seems like they were missing something in this match, and I don't know what that was. But hopefully Jericho and Bray find what they're looking for to make this feud prominent, and I just didn't appreciate the way it was just so clean and abrupt that Bray Wyatt lost this match to Jericho. I mean, he's got a little bit more in him from what he's been through in the past 3-4 months, working with Daniel Bryan, working with John Cena. To lose like this to Jericho with just a clean 1-2-3, nothing, no storyline behind it, just a clean count. It just seemed bland, and it ruined, I think, the feud moving forward. So I gave this match, 3 stars. I felt like that's all it deserved, really, but whatever. Hopefully Bray will just pick it up, and they find something better for him, going to SummerSlam with Jericho, because this one's far from over. And then we had our Seth Rollins Dean Ambrose match, which actually ended up not being a match. There was some altercations earlier in the evening with Seth and Dean attacked Seth from behind, and then Triple H kicked him out of the building, and then all of a sudden he was banned from the building. Then all of a sudden Dean Ambrose comes back and interferes with Seth Rollins' promo. He comes at Donnybrook outside the ring, and it gets a little out of control, and whatever. I mean, I get it. I like it because it's different. You didn't get the match you wanted because damn sure at SummerSlam it's going to be a bigger, more intense, high-profile match, and that's going to be cool. So I like what they're doing with Dean Ambrose. The Killa might not like him, but I like Dean Ambrose. And Seth Rollins, I think he's finally starting to mold into the asshole, cocky, soon-to-be face of the company, so to speak, is what they're looking for. But he's just not there just yet. And working with his former cohort of the Shield, Dean Ambrose, and hopefully Roman Reigns for the future will help build up the heel Seth Rollins that we're looking forward to. And then our next match of the evening, baby, was the Intercontinental title on the line. We had the Battleground Battle Royal. It was fair. No one even really cared about The Miz, but unfortunately, this is the motherfucker that took the title home. I don't get it. I mean, I knew Sheamus was going to win. I knew Kofi Kingston was going to win. Big E, maybe not Dolph. But I guess it's surprising to believe that The Miz is still getting this push, whether it's the Intercontinental title or Tag Team title or the WWE Championship, which has been 3 years now. Somehow, some way, they figure out a way to put The Miz in a marquee kind of title or mid-card match. And it bothers me that The Miz is even considered Intercontinental Champion right now with this whole Hollywood bullshit-ass gimmick. Don't nobody give a fuck, nigga. We don't believe you, nigga. We don't believe that you are some real Hollywood bona fide star, motherfucker. You're in the Marine 4, nigga, and you're on a motherfucking Christmas special on ABC Family. Nigga, please. Anyway, The Miz came out with the Battleground Battle Royal Intercontinental title around his waist when it was all said and done, and it was garbage. I gave that one 3 stars. It was a decent Battle Royal, but without The Miz, I would have been happy. And then our main event of the evening, the most disappointing match of the evening, would have to be the WWE World Heavyweight Championship Fatal 4-Way match between John Cena, Roman Reigns, Randy Orton, and the Big Red Machine Kane. Obviously, everyone wants to see Roman Reigns versus John Cena. We got hints of that. John Cena just, he did his normal formula. He got beat up for a little bit, disappeared for a little bit, and then he got his AAs in and conquered at the right time to get the 1, 2, 3. I mean, Roman Reigns looked impressive here and there, but it just seemed like the crowd wasn't really into this match that much, and it was kind of stale. Randy did his thing. Kane was boring as hell, and I'm just tired of seeing Kane in the ring now. They could have thought of someone else to put in that match other than Kane. It could have been Bray. It could have been someone else. So, at the end of the day, this match could have been a lot better, but it was a big yawn fest for me. Just didn't enjoy it all together, and I knew that Mr. Cena would win and pull it out with another victory because, come on now, you know damn well, Big Breeze is coming back and he's going to whoop your motherfucking ass at SummerSlam, baby. I don't believe anyone else deserves a shot at that belt than the man that conquered the Undertaker's streak at WrestleMania, and that would have to be Big Brock Lesnar. So, overall, 3-star pay-per-view. Could have been a lot better. They could have delivered a little bit more, but, they did what they could do, and I know that we're just heading to SummerSlam to bigger and better things. And that's a WWE Battleground recap, baby. Now we're going to take a quick commercial break, and when we come back, we will return with an exclusive Part 2 interview of my man, ECW superstar Jason Knight. You're listening to the OJP Wrestling Show, and we'll be right back after these messages.
They went and did it, so lash out and get a glass. Them finally got his own drink, call it Thug Pass. Introducing a special brew made for a chosen few. I'm thugged out while Snoop Dogg sipping blue.
I'm headed to the nearest liquor store. What's up? To get myself some blueberry. You act like you don't know. The new drink provided by Say Hi. Blueberry is my flavor, and I know you all know why. I'm telling all my people to convert from sin and juice, cause this blue taste is guaranteed to get your own. So dip down or skip down, however you get it. Blueberry is my flavor. Let me know if you're with it.
You think you know me? You think you know me? Welcome back to the OJP Wrestling Show.
And, you said something about Vince McMahon there. In comparison to Paul Heyman, it's about the leniency behind the scenes backstage. As long as you were able to perform and whatever you did outside of the ring, as long as it didn't interfere, with your performance inside the ring.
Right.
Completely different with the way Vince McMahon handled things. What's your thoughts about the big evil Darth Vader himself, Vince McMahon of the wrestling industry?
Well, look, he's got his set of rules, and it works for him, and perhaps he realizes that maybe with so many, especially right now, the way wrestling is bigger than life. I've not watched it on TV. I'll be honest with you, in many years, because I can't watch that stuff. There's a whole lot of tremendous talent being misused, and I hate to see that, in the storylines, and, when I flip to the channels and I see some things, I want to vomit, what they make them wear and how they make them act and behave, it's a disgrace, you know, there are a few cool gimmicks and personas, but